Former CBI Director Vijay Ramarao, DMK's TM Selvaganapati, Mahesh Jetmalani of the BJP, Congress-leaning political analyst Tehseen Poonawalla. My first question is senior Congress leader Saifuddin Soz. Mr. Soz, we know there has to be a sense of shame and embarrassment. But even that seems to have gone now from the CBI. You know, they seem to be complete handmaidens of the Congress party. You file a case many years back, you file an FIR exactly when DMK starts creating some trouble on Lanka, and you carry out a raid within 24 hours of the withdrawal. I mean, what is this, Mr. Soz?
Government has made its stand clear. Mr. Chidambaram, Mr. Kamal Nath, they have explained the government's position. Government has denied having any hand in that, and I have no knowledge.
How can it have no hand?
The government would
no, how can it have no hand? How can it have no hand?
Senior ministers have asserted on this question.
So what?
And
it doesn't.
There is no trace of evidence that government.
So you don't need any evidence. So you don't need any evidence.
It is for the CBI to explain the timing.
So the CBI takes instructions from the political bosses. But the CBI takes instructions from political bosses on all politically sensitive cases. Everyone knows that, including you, Mr. Soz.
No, CBI at different points of time in the past came up for criticism. But all the time, CBI, these personnel who
No,
Mr.
Mr.
The case is that they have been chosen out of a meticulous exercise, men of integrity.
No. All those are standard explanations.
Done the nation proud.
No, Mr.
But this kind of criticism is always there.
No, it's not there. I mean, I want to get in Mr. Selvaganapati. The order to register a case in the matter of tax evasion on imported cars was given to the zonal office in February, exactly around the time that the DMK started creating trouble on Sri Lanka. Then the DMK withdraws and the case gets registered yesterday, exactly on the day the DMK withdraws. And within 24 hours, there is a raid. I mean, it's fantastic speed. I haven't seen the speed in the case of Mr. Suresh Kalmadi or in the case of Mr. A. Raja earlier. What explains the speed, Mr. Selvaganapati? What's going on in your view?
It's a sheer political vendetta, Arnabji. And my learned friend was saying that the government is unaware of all this witch hunting. So time and again, not only the public perception, even in reality, CBI is abused by this government. And this is one such case. Look at the case. The car was, purchased in the year 2007.
Yeah.
What way Mr. Stalin is connected with that? And yesterday they receive a complaint, file an FIR.
No.
And this is one case presented by the DRI in the month of February.
Mr. Selvaganapati, one minute,
It's not a coincidence.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. Can I ask you something? I can also turn this around and ask you, Mr. Selvaganapati, that it's fantastic being a UPA partner because cases of tax evasion amounting to crores of rupees will not be followed up till you are in the UPA. So it's one of the perks of the job. One of the perks of supporting the UPA is that cases will be silenced. That's what you are saying today. On national television, you are saying that.
No. You are inferring. You are simply inferring.
Not.
Inferring. Yesterday we withdrew from the government. We in fact withdraw the support to the government, and today there is a raid on a popular leader in Tamil Nadu.
Mr. Selvaganapati, why was the case not followed up for 6 years?
The track record of this government, there is a case, and please allow me to have a say.
Sir,
you accuse me, you ask me a question, and you don't allow me to answer. And there's a case against Mayawati. Take the case of Mayawati. CBI being misused. And why the ministers after ministers saying that the time is unfortunate. Where is the question of the due process of law is followed? Where is the timing comes?
Sir,
the DRE is a simple case.
Sir, the Mayawati case was filed.
Having any link with that.
Mayawati case was filed by the BJP, so I take that to, Tehseen Poonawalla wanted to come in, but Tehseen, you want to quickly respond, then I go to the BJP on this case. I will just make one point.
The Supreme Court had reprimanded the CBI.
Supreme
Court had reprimanded the CBI.
Mr. Selvaganapati, I want to know what's going on inside the government. Mr. Selvaganapati, this case...
I'd just like to tell sir on the side...
No, one second. This case goes back to 2008. The DRI refers the case to the CBI in 2008. Why has this case suddenly seen developments only now?
Because we are not supporting.
Ah,
We're not
fantastic.
supporting. And equally, you see other cases pending before us, before the court.
Tehseen.
Equally, there are other cases pending. It doesn't mean that because we were supporting, we were there.
Arnab, can I
There
come?
was a case.
Tehseen,
not like
Tehseen's
that.
coming in. Tehseen, go on.
Yes. Yeah. First of all, this case was registered in February, not yesterday, as Sir is completely wrong on that fact. This raid was not a raid on Mr. Stalin at all. This was a raid to recover the car that was missing, the Hummer.
Oh.
Now, 17 of the 18 cars were recovered, Arnab. It was only one car, and the information was that that car was being used by Mr. Stalin. As Sir out here has rightly said that the car was being used by Stalin. It was to recover the car. It was not a raid on Mr. Stalin. That has been clarified by the CBI. So this was not a raid on Stalin. This
where
was
is
a
the
raid to
car?
recover the car.
No, so where is the car?
Well, obviously the car is hidden, and therefore this raid and all this hoopla.
so
In this
what-
age of breaking news,
Where is
sensationalism,
the
the
car?
DMK and the BJP have a fertile imagination
Where is the
that
car?
runs wild. That runs wild, absolutely wild. But the simple fact of the matter was, this was an exercise by procedure
Oh,
by the
come on.
CBI, which under this government
Come
is an
on,
autonomous
Tehseen Poonawalla. We weren't born
body to
yesterday.
recover a lost car. That's about it.
Come on.
17
And-
cars
oh
were
my
recovered.
God.
One car,
Oh
which
my
Sir
God.
on my side has said is with Stalin, has to be recovered.
Wow,
There
one
are
second.
33
One
cars. There
One
are
second.
33
And
cars
18
are
had to be
there.
recovered. 17 of them have been recovered. One which
33
Mr.
cars.
Stalin is
Yes,
using
brilliant.
has not been recovered. That was the procedure. This raid was to recover that car, not a raid on Mr. Stalin. Please, sir, get your facts correct. You have a fertile imagination, as does the BJP.
There are 33 cars. And why this alone is picked up at
Because
this
all
point
the
of
cars
time?
except this car has
Why
been
this
recovered.
alone is picked up?
Because
for the
again, you
first
are
time?
hiding the facts, or you're changing the facts. All the cars, save this car, has been recovered. This was the only car that mysteriously disappeared
Can I just-
when this raid happened. So please
Gentlemen,
understand,
can I
it was
come
to
in?
recover this car.
Can I come in? One
Arnab,
second,
Arnab,
please.
I
What's
would
going
say-
on?
I would say
What is going
this
on?
is actually in order
One
to.
second.
Arnab,
Gentlemen,
I'm saying.
gentlemen,
Arnab,
I'm sorry.
saying, please. This is actually an action by the government in order to give a signal to the other ally who are supporting this government.
Arnab, I have
To
a
say that either you listen or we will also
All
face
right.
the same
Arnab, let us-
consequences.
Arnab, let us
this is
accept-
what they
All right,
are. They
Arnab.
prepared for a judicial
Arnab, let us
inquiry.
accept this
How
argument.
CBI is
No,
being
Arnab,
accused.
Arnab, let us accept this argument that this was a signal by the government.
Gentlemen, 1 minute, please.
So why couldn't the
One
signal be
minute.
put?
1 minute,
Listen, Arnab,
Tehseen.
let us accept this
Tehseen, I have
argument. Then
I have a
could not
very
this government.
I have a very simple question.
Arnab,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Arnab, one
I
second.
1
Arnab,
minute,
just let me
Tehseen.
respond, then
Tehseen,
you
of
answer.
all the issues we have
Just 1
discussed,
second, Arnab.
1 minute, please, gentlemen. Let us look at what is going on in this country. That within 24 hours of the DMK pullout, the CBI decides to go looking for Karunanidhi's grandson's car. And because it can't find the car, it comes back. And union ministers are dissociating themselves from the search for the car. I mean, we have union ministers dissociating
second,
themselves
Arnab.
from the
This
search
was
for the
a
car.
raid on the
I want-
DR
One
Arnab,
second. I want Mahesh
the
Jetmalani
gentleman
to...
under
Mahesh
the
Jetmalani.
scanner.
Mahesh,
Arnab,
I'm
one
sorry.
second. Just let me quickly
No, I'm
respond
sorry.
to
One
that.
second. Mahesh Jetmalani, 1 minute, please. You see, Mahesh Jetmalani, you see, it is all because of the BJP. Because had you not, and this car story is incredible today, by the way. This whole business of the search for a car, it's incredible. But you know, Mahesh, on a very serious note, if you didn't start misusing the CBI like you did in the Mayawati case in 2003, you openly and out made the Taj Corridor case a victim of the success or failure of your political discussions with Mayawati. You wanted Mayawati to, 1 second, you wanted Mayawati to give you a lion's share of seats in Uttar Pradesh. When she said no, you put the Taj Corridor case on her. Don't look surprised. Look back into your annals and come back into this. So that's what's
I
happening.
certainly wasn't part of the higher echelons of the party at that time. But if you say that did happen, I will assume that what you are saying, that there was an attempted misuse by the BJP
Yeah, there was.
many years ago when Mayawati, I will assume for the sake of argument. I mean, I have no knowledge about it. You sprung this on me, and you made an allegation that there was nothing in the Taj Corridor case except sheer vindictiveness. I'll assume all that.
I
Fact
didn't
of
say
the
it.
matter is,
I didn't
the
say
proof of
it.
the
No,
pudding
I
is in
didn't
the
say it.
eating.
I didn't say it. On the 7th of October 2003, Mayawati called this a third-rate political act. This was the allegation of the Vajpayee government by Mayawati in 2003.
But you are, you are now supporting what you are aligning yourself with what Mayawati said, right? But I'm assuming all that. Let's not, without further ado, let's move on from there.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
assuming all that. As I said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And the real test is on the floor of the House in Parliament over the Lokpal debate. We are the ones who are screaming hoarse. We've been shouting from the rooftops in Parliament and outside that please make the CBI an independent entity, detach it from the evil and pernicious influence of any government, and put it under the aegis of the Lokpal. It is the Congress party that has resisted that demand. And by the way, so did the DMK. They supported the Congress on this, and now it's come to haunt them. So we are the ones who've been saying it. So if we had any past mistakes, we are willing to atone for it. We are willing to atone for it. Were there a mistake, which I do not admit? The proof of the pudding is today. Let's not go into
one sec.
history.
I have to go to the former CBI director. I have to go to the former CBI director, but we see two hands go up. The DMK is responding to you. Mr. Selvaganapathy, the BJP is saying you are the reason why you are in this situation today. You refuse to give the CBI autonomy, and now you are complaining when they are looking for Karunanidhi's grandson's car's tax evasion case.
Arnab, if you could just ask Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, how come the BJP did not change the CBI procedures when they were in power?
Point taken.
Since they were such a good governance under the great Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they should have changed how the CBI functions. Why didn't they do it then? You want to change everything now? You're giving us now lectures on how the CBI should function. Why didn't you do it when you were in power?
Okay, taken, but let him respond now. Go ahead.
My dear Mr. Poonawala, whoever you are, let me just say this. Your own party president, you are at odds with your own party president, your prime minister and your finance minister, all of whom have deprecated this raid. Please tell us, are you in alignment with them or the minister in charge of the CBI, whom Mr. Chidambaram has written a letter to strongly protesting this raid? Which part of the Congress party are you a spokesperson for?
Come on, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, that's all right. You have not answered the question.
Come on.
1 second, gentlemen. The DMK representative's turn now on the search for a car. Mr. Selvaganapathy, the BJP is telling you today that had you made the CBI stronger, nobody would go around looking for Stalin's grandson's car. Oh, sorry, Karunanidhi's grandson's car.
Well, Arnab,